everyone, and welcome back to the Calvin Tobin Show. I am your host, Calvin Tobin. Today we have a lot to talk about, so let's get right into it. Alright, the Phoenix Suns and the Clippers series is officially wrapped up. Why I say? Well, one, the Phoenix Suns are up 3-1 on the Clippers, and there was just a news report that Kawhi Leonard will not be with the team and will not play in Game 5 with the LA Clippers. And obviously that's a huge loss right there, but it's been a huge loss all series long because Kawhi Leonard hasn't played one game in the conference finals yet. And it looks like that he's not even going to get the chance because of Kawhi Leonard being out. This series is going to go in 5 games because in this entire series, the Phoenix Suns have completely controlled the Clippers' offense and defense throughout the entire series except for Game 2 when they lost 109 to 104. But other than that, it looks like that the Phoenix Suns have this wrapped up. And the big part is Paul George again. He pulled off what he did. He pulled off the same thing of what he did in Game 3 and put it into Game 4. His hands were on the ball in the clutch moments. And he had 4 tries to be able to tie the game or at least put the game within 1 point. And he missed every single chance he got. He had 2 tries to go at the free throw line and he missed all 4 shots. 1 on a rim shot and 2 on a failed force off a backboard to try to get it back. That doesn't matter. I get you trying to get the ball back to tie the game, but just sink the free throws and foul somebody because you never know if they're going to miss that free throw. But Paul George yet again is proving that he cannot be relied upon when it comes to the biggest moments at the biggest times, no matter when it is. And he is a phenomenal player throughout any game, but when it comes to clutchness, he ends up screwing every single chance he gets. And he did it 2 games in a row on 6 shots of 3 chances. And besides, Paul George is getting older. He's 32, 33 right now. And he has no shot and no chance at getting any better. Maybe if he was in his mid-20s or mid to late 20s, that would be a different story. But Paul George, not the guy you want to rely upon no matter what the situation is if you need to win the game. Now, in Game 4, this game was probably one of the best defensive games of all the entire games out of the entire playoffs this year. And it was the lowest scoring, or one of the lowest scoring games in NBA playoff history. The final score was 84-80, and players were all in their face. Shots were not going whatsoever because nobody even got to 90 points, and usually that's an average score of an average game no matter what it is in playoffs or regular season. Only 80 points in a total of 164 points combined. Holy crap. But in that game also, Phoenix Suns, like I said, were controlling the Clippers the entire game because they got 4 blocks and 4 steals and 8 blocks in that game. And they can keep up that consistency and be able to control any team throughout the entire series. And the Clippers or whoever they play in the NBA Finals, the Phoenix Suns are going to win the NBA Finals. All right, now let's talk some Milwaukee Bucks Atlanta Hawks series. All right, in this series, it looks like that the Bucks in Game 2 have officially found the answer to stopping and slowing down Trae Young. Now, Trae Young, it doesn't matter how off he goes. He can get 35, 40, 45, all the way up to even like 60 points if he actually goes that off. But it's not going to be worth it if his team cannot be consistent with him, especially on defense, because in this game, the Atlanta Hawks got completely annihilated on offense. The Bucks had 14 steals and forced 19 turnovers in this game. Absolutely insane for the Milwaukee Bucks defense. Now, like I said with the Phoenix Suns, if they can control the Milwaukee Bucks, that series is going to go in 5 or 6 games, 7 if lucky. But if the Milwaukee Bucks can do what they did to the Atlanta Hawks in Game 2, this series is going to go 7 games in the NBA Finals, because based on what happened in Game 2, it looks like that it's going to be the Milwaukee Bucks and the Phoenix Suns in the NBA Finals. Now, like more on this Milwaukee Bucks game. If the Atlanta Hawks can't be consistent on defense with Clint Capella being able to get stops against Chris Middleton, Brook Lopez, or Giannis in the paint, that's going to be a huge struggle to be able to get getting scoring chances and being able to keep up with the Bucks. Or if Danilo Gallinari or Kevin Huerter or John Collins can't keep up with Trae Young or be consistent with the scoring, that is going to bite the Atlanta Hawks right in the ass, and this entire series is going to be over very, very quickly and in a matter of 5 games. Because the Atlanta Hawks, that's what the thing that they're struggling with the most is being consistent, and that is the toughest part about any game, no matter what it is. And the Atlanta Hawks is showing that a lot, and they need to be more consistent if they want to stay in this series with the Milwaukee Bucks. All right, throughout these playoffs, like we all love watching these games, but we're finally getting to see new coaches in new places. You got former Pistons player Chauncey Billups as the new head coach of the Portland Trail Blazers. You got former Dallas Maverick head coach Rick Carlisle, who's the new head coach of the Indiana Pacers. And you got Jason Kidd finally getting a head coaching job for the Dallas Mavericks. He struggled and didn't get the shot to get it for the Lakers. He didn't get it with the Dallas Mavericks. He didn't get it with the Brooklyn Nets. And there was multiple other teams where he wanted to coach, but unfortunately didn't get it. And he finally got it with the Dallas Mavericks. And I get Chauncey Billups is a brand new head coach, and everyone wants to see him and how he does, potentially with Damian Lillard. And we want to see Rick Carlisle see how he can do with the Indiana Pacers and see how far he can take them. But out of all 3 of these coaches, the biggest what is going to happen is for Jason Kidd, because he was a phenomenal player when he was in his career as an NBA player. Now, can he do that as a head coach? Can he be a light at the end of the tunnel, or light in the tunnel, or light up the pathway for Luka Doncic to be even better than he is now, even though that's going to be really hard to do? Can he improve Porzingis? Can he improve all the other players? That is what we all want to see, because Jason Kidd has been wanting a head coach for the last 3 to 5 years, and now he's going to get his shot to be able to be in action and play with 2 phenomenal players and all-stars in Kristaps Porzingis and Luka Doncic. But the biggest controversy in this is Damian Lillard probably going to leave the Portland Trail Blazers this offseason because of the search for the head coach, and now they get it in Chauncey Billups. There is actually some backlash for the search, and Damian Lillard is a bit worried about the coach because he is a brand new coach. He's also a first-time head coach, just like Jason Kidd is, and that gave huge backlash to Damian Lillard because he doesn't think that anytime soon that the Portland Trail Blazers are going to be a championship contender, and he might and probably will go somewhere else. Alright, now let's talk some baseball. The Giants are unbelievable right now. They are the first team to 50 wins. Now, let me give you some context on how they are the first team to 50 wins. Their record is 50-27. They also have two pitchers who are up for the Cy Young Award, and they're both top 5, top 10 pitchers in the NL. And it's absolutely crazy to watch this team because they're just winning left and right, and they just can't stop. And what they've been able to do on the scoreboard, they have scored 380 runs. They've got 114 runs. They've also got 360 RBIs, and all of that is top 5 in the league. And their two all-star pitchers are Kevin Gausman and Anthony DeSclafani, and they both are in their first year with the San Francisco Giants. Anthony DeSclafani is 8-2 with a ERA of 2.7. Kevin Gausman is 8-1 with an ERA of 1.5. He's also got 112 strikeouts, while Anthony has got 80 strikeouts. And that is just a small amount of why they are 50-27 and have the best record in the MLB. Now, being that they are possibly the best team in the MLB, how far is this going to take them? Are they going to get back to the World Series for the first time since 2012? Are they going to get back to the ALCS since 2012 as well? Because it's been a while since these guys have been in the big spotlight, World Series, NLCS, and this is still just the beginning because we're just about halfway through the season and about to hit the All-Star break. So we're going to see that All-Star game and see these All-Stars in action. But how far are they going to go? Are they going to go all the way, or are they going to be a first-round exit? Who knows? Alright, that's the end of the Calvin Thomas Show. Please subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on any sports media. And please follow me on Instagram at Calvin Thomas Show so you don't miss out on any sports news. And I'm out.